Good afternoon. As Elizabeth kindly introduced me, I'm Emily Croft, your 2018 Michigan Apple Queen. As the year's harvest was coming to an end, I knew my time serving as the Michigan Apple Queen was coming to a close. Throughout the year, I have thought about what exactly I would say at the end of my reign, what words of advice I would give, events I would touch on, silly memories to add in as comic relief, and so much more. But as I sat down to write about my year, I couldn't help but be at a loss for words. I've written speeches before, spoken at graduation, and competed in public speaking contests, but writing a speech equal to the year I have had serving the apple industry was a challenge. Searching for inspiration, I came across a quote by Sue Roy that puts my feelings going into today into perspective. A year has already gone by, and to me, it is still unbelievable yet. If you were to ask me a year ago today how I felt, my answer would be none other than extremely nervous and anxious. Today, I'm overwhelmed by so much more emotion. I'm extremely grateful, humbled, saddened, overjoyed, anxious, and touched by the year. This year has been truly a childhood dream come true. Sarah, my court member, and I have traveled all over the state this year, trekking as far as Chicago to Detroit, spreading our love for Michigan apples. The memories we have made, moments we have shared with others, and all the adventures we have had has made each event special. The amazing individuals we have met this year have made the year truly memorable. The joy and excitement strangers have for Sarah and I is inspiring. Some events that made a large impact were reading to the elementary children in my school district, best prom ever for teens and adults with disabilities, throwing out the first pitch at a Tigers game, visiting all the farm markets owned by fellow growers, the Chicago Marathon, and the Lincoln Park Spooky Zoo. These events have opened my eyes to the impact we are making every day. Not only did we make an impact, but those events made an impact to us. If there was one piece of advice I have for not just the ladies sitting here waiting patiently, but everyone here today, would be to cherish each moment. There are 12 months, 365 days, 8,065 hours, 525,600 minutes, and 31,536,000 seconds in a year. The average person makes an impact on 3 people each day. That is 1,095 people being impacted by your actions or words each year, not including the hundreds of followers you are impacting on social media, with each post or comment. To next year's Queen, remember your position and the role in this industry is a huge honor. Other young ladies would love to be in your position, and so many little girls and boys are looking up to you throughout the year. I have no doubt each of you will make an impact on this industry and represent us well this coming year. I could stand here and tell you every funny or intimate moment I have had this year, but instead I want to just touch on a few things. I was surprised by the amount of joy and excitement so many strangers had when meeting Sarah and I always knew how much I looked up to the Michigan Apple Queen, but I began to realize throughout the year how much others looked up to us. With that, I figured out quickly that personal space is not relevant, and the amount of hugs from children and adults is endless. But there is nothing like the excitement and love they share with you. In March, Sarah and I traveled to local schools to read to students. There was one class that amazed me with all their questions. A first grade class at Murray Lake Elementary did not ask me whether I had an apple prince or an apple castle, which are questions that I became so comfortable answering, but instead they asked me about my reading development. Reading development for myself had always been a challenge, and those students looking for advice on how to improve and overcome their reading challenges was a powerful and inspiring moment to share. During the summer, Sarah and I attended multiple parades. Tulip Time, Cherry Festival, Barbarian Festival, Coast Guard, Sparta and Country Days, Bull River Walk, and our most recent one, Grand Rapids Art Band Christmas Parade. At each parade, there were always smiling faces from young kids in awe, and a beautiful Pontiac GTO waiting for our arrival. Uncle Vince and Aunt Janet went above and beyond helping support us this year. They drove us in almost every parade, and I am beyond thankful to have them be by our side this past year. The excitement of both of them had, no matter what the weather, had made each parade so much more spectacular. I cannot thank them enough for all the time and support this past year. Parades would not have been the same without strategic thinking, inner and outer beauty amazes me. I would not have wanted to spend my year with anyone else. Thank you to the Michigan Apple Committee. Without your passion, strength, and encouragement, we would not have this program, and for that I am truly grateful. Gretchen, Diane, and Teresa, thank you for devoting countless hours into planning and making sure we were prepared for everything and anything we may encounter throughout the year. Your planning, support, and constant advice helped in many ways. Mom, Dad, and Kenny, I cannot thank you enough for all the love, support, and advice you have given me. Dad, Grandpa Ken would have been so proud of you and all you have done. If it were not for your love and passion for the apple industry that he instilled in you, Kenny and I wouldn't be half the kids we are today. I have learned from you in so many ways, whether it be about the industry or just how to deal with problems life hands us along the way. I know you will always be there for me and give me the best advice you possibly can and support me in everything I do. The time spent with you is very valuable. I hope to be half the person Mom you are one day. Mom, you have helped me master getting the crown on in less than 5 minutes, taken me to every event, been my pack mule on more than one occasion, and I don't tell you enough how grateful and appreciative I am for every single thing you do. You are such a beautiful and inspiring woman, and I am constantly looking up to you. Thank you for helping me grow into the young woman I am today. Kenny, even though you're not here, thank you for letting me steal Mom and Dad this year and helping me put on my crown. I wouldn't trade being your older sister for the world. I know that I am always busy and never slow down, but I can't thank you all enough for the constant support and love throughout this year and beyond. There are 825 family-owned apple orchards in Michigan. I don't stand here today as one person. I stand here today as all 825 of you. Every time I went to a parade, market, or other event, I did not go as Emily Croft, the Michigan Apple Queen. I went as a representation of all of the hard work, love, dedication, and passion you all put into this industry on a day-to-day basis. We are doing amazing things in this industry, and I could not have been prouder to have represented you this past year. Passing out apples at the fall events brought a sense of pride and overwhelming joy when the children and adults would light up with excitement when receiving a delicious Michigan apple. I cannot stress enough how excited and appreciative consumers are to receive such delicious, locally grown apples. The compliments received by our produce is endless, and the love for Michigan apples runs deep. Thank you all for this amazing opportunity and endless support. Congratulations to the Michigan Apple Queen candidates. You have all come so far, no matter what happens today, and remember that. I hope you all have a great week at Expo. Thank you.